I'm supposed to have my mask on, so I'm standing in solidarity with all my people.
Well, we live right now. What up, people? It's the boy, the pride of the East Side, DJ MH Tutter.
It's Radio Raheem and the Uppity Project chick.
And y'all know what time it is. It's your boy. I am back.
Oh shit, my nigga got a tour connection this week.
Hey, I'm actually in the crib right now, right? And the only reason I'm in the crib, because I don't want nobody to say they saw me outside doing what the people do. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm quiet about it. I ain't gonna even say nothing. Just know I'm here. What's happening, people?
This is Bar for Bar Hip Hop Show where we talk about hip hop culture and more. And you know, sometimes we eat good ass sandwiches. Shout out to Radio Rahima on that sandwich. Who ain't get us one virtually and all, but we wanted a sandwich, but whatever, you know.
What is it? It's her birthday? Hold on.
Are you still celebrating your birthday?
Hold on. I wasn't able to take a physical. What you doing? Oh, she's ready. Look.
Oh, I'm ready.
Well, okay.
Happy birthday, Radio Rahima.
Happy birthday, Radio Rahima, and all you dirty ass.
Hey. Boy, fuck them. It's only me.
Hey, I agree with you, because tomorrow, June 1st, this cancer season starting tomorrow. It's going down.
Pretty much.
That's a lie.
Pretty much.
Cancer season starts tomorrow. You don't know that? Y'all act like y'all know that? Okay. This is Bar for Bar Hip Hop Show.
Bro, I know. Soon as June hit.
It's a wrap. Like, we don't care about nothing else.
Cancer season starts June 30th.
No, it don't,
you
sweetheart.
Tripping.
You done missed bro birthday all bad in, so stop it.
No, I haven't.
You talking about June 30th. Bro birthday at the end of June. June 20 what, bro?
5th.
There you go.
Damn. I thought your birthday was July 13th or something.
July 13th? You broke as hell.
Holy shit.
You been going bro for how many years now?
12 years.
This shit wild.
But we gotta remember her because we don't. You know we gonna get killed.
Hell on earth.
Yeah.
Wait, you for real?
I'm dead ass.
What did we do last year for y'all? Oh, because y'all always join y'all shit together. So I never really know nobody's birthday.
Last year we had the party at Tantrum.
Right, but y'all shit is always together. So I was thinking you was a July Cancer. Okay, that's my bad.
It's all good. I ain't gonna hold you to it.
I'm gonna look on Facebook.
I would.
I'm gonna look on Facebook and see if I wished you happy birthday on your birthday. If I did, then it ain't no excuse for that.
You probably did.
What you gonna go with?
So let me tell y'all. So the city missed out on an epic fucking party on 73rd and Emerald.
What happened?
You telling people where you was at now?
That's the family. And we celebrated my birthday, and it was one of those rare times where everybody got along. All the food was good. You know, everybody loved each other. We danced, we drank. I drank 5 different liquors that day.
5.
Let me tell you.
Oh, 5. Not like 2, like 5 different like vodkas.
Hold on.
5 different like cognacs, or like you mixed it.
So my boo bought me some Don Julio Reposados. Okay, boom. We're gonna take that. We're gonna push that to the side because you know that's me and his thing. So I get in the shower. Boom. We take the Don Julio. Take probably about 2-3 shots out of that. Okay, that's feeling good. Got the chest feeling warm.
Oh, y'all warmed up right there. Okay.
Well, here come my mama.
That's the
Here come my mama. You know, I brought you a little something. You know, I got you some Patron. So you know,
okay.
I didn't want to do too much. So I just said, I know you like Patron, so I got you some Patron. Okay, cool. So we all gotta take several shots of that.
Facts.
My niece come from out of nowhere. Hey, auntie, I got you a 5th of Douce.
Douce?
Holy shit.
Okay. So of course I gotta do that. My mama husband come from out of nowhere with his fucking flask, pouring up shots. And not one shot of Hennessy.
Oh.
I go, okay, boom. All right. Thanks. You know, he said, what the fuck you doing? You ain't done. Pull up another shot immediately. Okay, hold on, brother. I gotta go get some juice so that I can consume many shots at once. Hold on, brother. Take the second one. He say, shit, you ain't done. Pull up one more shot.
Sheesh.
Back to back, G. And I mean, he's sitting there watching me. Like,
making sure you hitting these shots. Okay.
Okay. So then later on, my cousin comes and he comes with the 3 bottles of Don Julio, the regular one.
Okay.
And so he gave me a bottle to myself. So I'm drinking that. And yeah. That cousin got lost in the city, by the way, because he decided to walk away from the party.
Wait.
What?
You gotta
He just
can't
roamed.
do nothing like that and then try to walk off from it. How you get lost in the city that you?
Let me tell y'all. So he stay out in the hundreds, and he's been to the city too.
Sips tequila.
So, so he grew up in the hundreds. So he comes, and I go in the house. So I don't know where I went, but I didn't see him walk off. I come outside. I said, "What car is that?" They say, "Oh, he walked that way towards 74th." Okay, great. So it like he must have went home and got an Uber or something. All right, that's cool. So I'm on my way home, finna go get my ass ate. Possibly finna go to Lakeshore Drive. Who knows? You know.
All right.
Ass ate? Did she just say ass ate? Hold on.
It's your birthday.
It was
I
my
feel
birthday. It was a special occasion.
Go crazy.
So I text the cousin like, "Yo, cuz, you cool? I ain't see you when you left." This nigga respond back, "I'm lose as in LOSE."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that must mean lost. The fuck you mean you lost, nigga? You got the Uber.
Right.
No.
Wait, hold on. Pause before you keep going. I'm glad you understood what that meant, because if it was one of my cousins, I'd be like, shit, my cousin.
What you lose?
In a motherfucking jump.
what you lose, fool?
I would not even thought lost at all. Oh, they lose. Get it, cuz.
Go crazy. I'm out. Holler at y'all later.
Okay.
I hit it with the two fingers like this.
Let me manage y'all. I stay west of the city.
Okay.
So I done left my mama house to come home. And
wait, you out west Illinois?
No. I stay west further. I stay west of my mother.
Oh,
now.
Okay.
More like 294 the tollway.
You more like southwest side. She say the tollway. That made you fancy how you do your hair and everything.
So I text him like, "What you mean you lost? You know, you don't know where you at?" And he like, "No." So this is a whole 20-minute debacle, and I'm freaking out. So finally, my guy go, "Why don't you just call him?" Okay, cool. So I called him. I can't tell where he at. My guy finally figured out he's somewhere around the 75th area. Keep in mind, they was just shooting also in that area. And so we ran around, and so we done left home, went back towards Halstead. First of all, I'm scared that he didn't get kidnapped by, the lovely young men ladies that work over there.
Wait, you around Halstead?
On God. I was just thinking that like
I ain't gonna lie. I thought because he a little short, he kind of short. So I ain't gonna lie. I be seeing some big burly motherfuckers up there working, but that ain't my business.
You did that on him and took some.
So we ran down Vincennes.
Yo.
So now we done made it to Vincennes. We ran down Vincennes, and we see like this dude like kind of picking himself up in the back of the currency exchange on 75th and Vincennes. So my guy like, "That look like your cousin right there." And I'm like, "That ain't my fucking cousin. He ain't even got a gray hoodie."
On the corner right there? Okay. You better like what they call it, caddy corner for McDonald's?
Yes. But he's not on the corner, he's behind, like in the trees and shit. Yeah.
Wait.
What you doing back there?
Wait. He in the trees?
Trees and shit.
This story sounded wild. He was on Halstead. He could have got kidnapped. He in the trees behind the currency exchange. Okay.
With a hoodie on.
With a hoodie on.
You got the hoodie part.
With a hoodie on. Okay.
So I ride past him because I don't remember seeing my cousin with a gray hoodie on. So we come back and we finally call him, and he goes, "I'm standing in front of the currency exchange." Down in the distance, you can see all the police lights because the crime scene is still active. That whole situation is still going on. Okay. So I gotta kind of like pick him up and get him in the car. My guy don't know him, so I don't expect him to put his hands on the nigga. Kind of pick him up, put him in the car, and the nigga getting in the car talking about some, I'm tired of being out here, cuz I'm sick of this shit.
Hey, he sick of this shit. He on Halston. He in the hoodie, in a tree.
Behind the currency exchange.
Keep going. Let's go. Come on. Where else we going with this story?
So I take him home. And
take him home or back to the car? His car.
Nah, he took an Uber there. So that's why I thought he took a. So I take him home. So I leave 75th and Vincennes and we go towards the Gardens. Is that what it's called out there on 130th?
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah. AG. Shout out to everybody in AG holding
it down. God. Okay, this story is getting real interesting. Let's go.
Wait, he stayed out there in the Gardens and y'all on set. Damn. Okay, go ahead. Continue.
Let me tell you. So I was drunk. So of course, me getting my ass ate and hitting Lakeshore Drive, I done worked myself up into a frenzy. I ain't even thinking about that no more. I'm thinking my cousin then got fucked in the ass and got shot. I don't know what's going on in the nigga life. I don't know. So I'm worried. Like, I'm not even thinking about that no more. And his girlfriend is just as nice, and she like, thanks, girl. So wait, she with for this shit.
She's at the house.
She's at the house, and she opens the door just as sweet as she can be. Mm-hmm. I'm like, girl, this nigga needs to be sleeping on the fucking porch with the raccoons. Fuck him. I ain't for this shit.
Though. You just drove around the city looking for him. Now you talking about he need to be outside with the raccoons.
Nigga, I looked for my family, but if my man came home like that, dragging and shit, can't fucking get himself home, oh no. You sleeping your ass out on the porch because you can't even get your key in the door.
Wait. That don't sound right.
Can I tell y'all a quick story that something happened to me? Not similar, but kind of similar.
You didn't get kidnapped on Hall.
Not at all. Nothing that with that particular. So one night I take myself, me and the guys, we go out, we hanging out. We hit the club. We hit Velvet. Y'all remember Velvet? We hit Velvet, right?
Right.
But I ain't working this night. We just go out, we have a couple drinks and we cooling. So we finna go to another spot, but I ain't been out in a while, like socially with the guys. I ain't eat, and before we left, we pregame. We got to the club, and we had a few more. I get wasted fast, like they were like, let's go to another spot. Hold on, bro, I ain't gonna make it nowhere else. Like, take me to the crib. So they like, what? I'm like, yeah, fool, I'm done. Like, I gotta go. It's only 1 o'clock in the morning, right?
Well, at least you know your limit, though, bro.
On God, because it could have got real wild. Like, they could have left me in the car and just went in. Like, nah, fool, we out here. Good luck.
I know people who've done that.
On God, we've done that. That's how I know. Like, it's been a couple of guys who, hey, you got to sit right here. We'll be back for you. So we go in. They take me home. I get in the crib. Y'all been over to the crib. I get in the crib and I look at the stairs like, yo, I ain't gonna make it up there tonight. Like, I'm finna just lay on this couch. I lay on the couch, right? And what's funny is me and wifey were just talking about this story. So I lay on the couch. So like 5:30 in the morning, she come downstairs cursing like, what the fuck? You sitting on this couch? Like, I've been looking for you all night. I'm calling. And I had a car. So I had her car. And and they left the car. They just dropped me off like, we'll bring the car to you in the morning. So they like, so she thinking like, she just had the baby and everything, right? So she like, this motherfucker got my car and he gonna get me pregnant. Now he want to start showing his ass. She wild and she look at it like, it's 3:30. He still ain't here. It's 4 o'clock. So like 5 o'clock, she started calling my friend. He like, yo, what you talking about? We dropped Mike off at like 1 o'clock in the morning. He was drunk. He in the house. You checked the house? She come downstairs. I swear to God. She like, what the fuck is you doing on this couch? I've been up all night looking for you. I say, oh, I seen them stairs. I couldn't make it. Like it was gonna be a long ass night. So yeah, I finally dragged myself up the stairs and got in the bed. Got cursed out the next day. Like, I was up all night. Cause your dumb ass want to drink too much. Like, yeah, that don't happen. My nigga. That don't happen that often. I don't drink too much often. Like,
I had to walk him to the door, like hold him up and walk him to the door.
Like Groove on House Party.
Yes.
Like Groove.
Yes. He wouldn't have made it, and I had to push him into his house. He wouldn't have made it.
Like, so yeah. Damn. Yeah. Okay, yeah. You had an epic birthday party. I'm mad I missed it.
Right there. Shout out radio. I wish I had another shot already pulled up out of drunken right now.
I'll take it for you. Happy birthday.
I'll tell y'all this much. If the Corona shit wasn't in effect, we would have turned that block out.
Wait, hold on. Corona? What Corona?
On God, I would have pulled up.
I forgot about Corona with all the riots. What is it? Riots? Before we go into the show?
I was going to say, you want to wait to the show or you want to?
I want to go into it because we hear people like to talk to us and listen to us, and they rock with it.
Let's go.
Solidarity.
Let's go. Y'all see my shirt? Don't stay safe. Stay dangerous.
You did.
Stay dangerous.
You know what I mean?
I don't know what I did with my phone to share it. Damn.
But look, it's a lot going on out here. First and foremost, George Floyd is the guy name who was killed in Minnesota.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people saw the footage. I tried my best not to watch it.
I couldn't watch it. I seen once I seen the knee, I'm like, too much.
Been flooded with the shit,
and
I'm like, I couldn't watch the whole video. I just watched how brazenly that man had his knee on him and his hands in his pocket, like shit wasn't going on.
Like he wasn't on nobody. Yeah,
like, and the motherfuckers standing around him, like having conversations, like they don't see this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like want to make sure everybody else stay back.
They put a man state in my people that's out there right now. They put a man state in you that sparked the fucking fire that's gone, right? Now, I hear a lot of people jumping online, and I understand people who don't understand the law. You know what I mean? So they get mad when they heard third degree murder. They could have charged him with second degree, but they probably would have had a little bit more problem with it. But second
or manslaughter.
Well, they got it with manslaughter. They got it with manslaughter in third degree.
Okay.
So,
anything else, they wouldn't have convicted him.
No,
anything else, they can't convict him.
If anybody knows anything about any of these cases, first degree means premeditated.
100%.
So that means you had to think about this shit before you did it. Now, don't get me wrong, because I'm fan. I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of shit. I haven't did my fact checking, so I don't want to put all of it out. But they're saying that him and this guy actually know each other.
Facts.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Well, we work together as security.
That's a fact.
Something that I've heard.
That's a fact.
This is what I've read. I need to go do my background a little bit more before I really put it out there.
Well, I did. They worked together. They wasn't like, I don't know if they personally knew each other, but Floyd
they did security together. I think they
well. This is what I'm saying. George Floyd did security work on the inside. He was a cop on the outside, like you know how they had the cops outside on undercover. So I'm sure that they they know. I'm sure he know who he is. I do agree with that. He knew who he was. But I just wanted to make sure that people understood the layout, that he was outside and he was inside, but they definitely worked together.
And I also think people forget, not only is it premeditated or that he thought, they have to provide evidence that he planned to do this and carried out a plan, a recorded conversation, written down in a journal, a text message,
threatening text messages, anything to say that he owned.
I think people forget that, that's also a factor, and they like, of course he planned to do this. Okay, but you can't prove that. You can't prove somebody's thoughts. We can't see them. We don't know them.
Unless some texts going around somewhere, like you just said. Yeah, unless it's some text messages.
Yeah.
Somebody knows something about them getting into it before or anything. Like, you don't know. So second or third degree would have been is what they can charge them with, and third is what they stuck with.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people mad because of the sentences that it carries. It can carry up to probation, up to 25 years. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people are upset about that.
But I mean, when these officers even get convicted for first degree murder, or not a lot of officers have, but we've seen where white people, not even officers, get convicted of first degree murder and they still get the minimal sentence.
Yes.
So it's not like it's a win for us, period. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like if they did convict him of first degree murder that they gonna max his ass out of 234 years because of the 5 counts he has.
What's his name? Van Dyke is the great example of that.
And he only got what, 6 years,
something like that.
Like,
they let guys out right now off of they letting him out of jail because of this whole COVID-19 situation.
Yeah.
So who's to say he not at home or he not on house arrest somewhere right now? Like,
and
they just won't publicize it. Yeah,
that's what I've been telling people. I told people this, man. It wouldn't be no surprise if the man didn't walk in the front door with the cameras there, and when the cameras
walk right back out
that back door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. But now it's called the big unrest with the people, right? And it started up there in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
They started rioting, tearing shit up. A lot of people upset. I'm not upset because
Not at all.
I'm gonna be very honest with you. I don't think they would have charged this man that fast if they didn't start fucking shit up there. We just gonna be 100% real with this shit, right?
Let's go.
Like,
Yep.
we done seen them go maybe some years after the fact that this shit happened, that they come and bring charges out.
Because George Floyd happened months ago, actually.
Huh?
Didn't George Floyd happen months ago?
I'm not sure. We just saw the video just recently.
They said it happened months ago, and they declined to charge him.
Oh, I thought it was the Aubrey. I thought that was the one that happened in February.
Well,
Wow.
February, yeah, Aubrey, yeah, but we're gonna have to fact check on that. I don't want to spread that, but there's so many articles flying around, and it's
so you got that right. So all this is going on, and the first thing I started seeing from my people was y'all tearing up your own place, y'all doing this, y'all doing that, and the big thing about this is let's just put the whole bunch of actual facts out here, right?
Let's go.
We're gonna start with our neighborhoods that we live in right now in Chicago, right? How many businesses around you owned by black people?
It's probably a handful.
A handful compared to a lot of businesses owned by everybody else outside of us, right?
100%. Yeah.
So when they tearing the shit up, y'all tearing up y'all neighborhoods.
We don't own T-Mobile. We don't own the clothing stores. We don't own, the grocery stores. We don't own the liquor stores. We don't own a gas station. We don't own certain stores. We don't own. Yeah, I'm with you.
So, when you have all that shit going on, you just like, should I feel a way? It reminds. So what it has sparked though, and what I'm liking that it did was it ain't in no one situated area, so it's gonna bring attention to every place.
Yeah,
because they ain't just happening in Minnesota. They done tore down downtown Chicago right now, and they moving southbound.
No, they didn't tear up Chicago. They didn't tear up Atlanta. They didn't tear up LA. They didn't tear up New York. They're in Houston. They tearing up all over.
They in DC right now.
They're in DC. It's happening everywhere.
Ohio.
Philly.
I just saw Ohio.
Philly, everywhere. Everybody
I don't think they tearing up enough, but they was protesting in Hammond yesterday too. Y'all know that fireworks spot that's not too far from the expressway. Yeah, they was over there.
Hey, I got something for y'all though that I've noticed, and I've seen a few people saying this online. And they might shut our live down because we gonna start saying the real, but let's just get to it, right? So it's a few things that I've noticed that they're planting police in the protests.
They always done that.
100%, but
and them be
but they're the antagonist. They're the antagonists. Is that the right word I'm using? Did I use the right?
Yeah.
Trick you into throwing shit into windows.
Hold on.
Don't kill shit, bro. Go ahead.
They're the antagonists, right? Yeah. They're the ones who kicking off the riots and breaking the windows and destroying the police cars. It's almost like let's be clear. When we go to protest, it ain't always that we just running outside to go destroy somebody's business or something like that. We going to let our voice be heard, but it's always somebody else who kick off the fires and the graffiti and the whole thing to antagonize the crowd and get us to evoke and then go out. I'm talking about, I've seen videos of pallets full of bricks in front of certain stores, like the Apple Store.
Wait.
You heard what I said. Pallets full of bricks.
So who dropped the pallets off?
I ain't got no
easy shit to pick up. You need a forklift.
You need a forklift or something to jump off the.
You need a forklift to pick these pallets up. You ain't just grab it. You grab that end over there, Roscoe. I'm gonna grab this end over here. None of that.
No.
You need a forklift.
It's a pallet. You hear what I'm telling you? Pallets full of bricks. And I seen the cats walk up on the video and say, "Hey y'all, and they trying to trick us. Don't grab this. Like who put this out here? Ain't no construction around here. Ain't no nothing out here for the bricks. Like why would we destroy it? And look what store it's in front of. It's in front of the Apple Store. Now let's be clear about some things, right? These major stores that get hit and get looted and all this stuff, they're insured.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, can we talk to insurance specialist Radio Rahima? Could you please let us know a little bit about that?
I'm not a specialist in commercial insurance. I only did property and home.
But property is something similar. It's about your shit getting towed up that you had nothing to do with it. Do they have coverage for certain shit like this?
Yeah, vandalism. That's what it is.
Wait, hold on. Repeat that, please.
It's vandalism. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So when you go in there and you take the phones and they don't care. It's already paid for. So you took it, cool. They knew what's happening. My opinion, if they're gonna put a brick outside of the store, if they're gonna put some bricks outside of the location of an Apple store or something like that.
We ain't talking about them 7 foes. No, let them stop. Okay, go ahead. My bad.
They definitely gonna take. There's already been something in place for them to know that they about to take a loss. In my opinion, like it don't make no sense. There's no other, reason for them not to.
Look. This is what happens when you have a thing of unrest like this. Mm-hmm. You have a mixture. See, this is why I want people to start understanding. Because we'll start picking out and pulling one little part of this, and we'll focus on that. Oh, they tearing up their own neighborhoods. This will be our focus because they stop us from focusing on the bigger picture that the man got killed with a knee on his neck. And he was screaming for his mama. He telling these people that he can't breathe. That's number one, is what caused all of this shit that you see. Number two, we know about COVID. We know a lot of shit going on. So when these things get to happening, now you got to start thinking, what's the underplay behind this shit? Why is it, you know what I mean? Why is it? And then when you look, because y'all on the live just like I'm on the live, right? Mm-hmm. Are y'all seeing who's really the ones out here that are the people I saw breaking windows? I'm gonna be very real with you. I saw my people out here, but the ones I saw breaking the windows did not look like us.
That's what I'm saying. The antagonist.
After the windows were broke, but that's all I got to say. That's all I got.
All right. Oh. Shit, don't think I ain't gonna take an opportunity, nigga. If I need a microwave at home, fuck you. Shit.
Hey, that ain't working. Oh, y'all going in there too? I just got a word that the National Guard have been called. They just hit 87. Damn. Hey, this is one thing I do got to say, right? Mayor Lightfoot is getting her. Is this her first year, right?
Yeah. Oh, she getting up. They were working the shit out of her.
No, but her first year.
Hold on. Let's before we go into that. This curfew that they didn't place in Chicago from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Hold on. I want people to realize it's not a Chicago curfew. It's a national curfew.
Yeah.
Oh, so they done put it national now?
New York has a curfew.
Yep.
LA has a curfew. Atlanta, every place that's been protesting and looting, and we stand in solidarity as we should. Well, hold on, there's a curfew now. There's a curfew now, like it's
yeah.
But look,
you know what point I made?
Go ahead. What you saying? Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying, you know what point I made is that I did a post today, and I'll say up until a few years ago, I didn't realize how racism affected me. And, basically the post goes on to talk about, for me living in the projects and, Black people being put in one area to how we learn to, my first gynecological visit. Like, I didn't even realize that how I was treated was rooted in the color of my skin. Going to high school, not having access to programs that have set me up for after high school. You know what I mean? Like, not even realizing that not only are boys seen as men, from maybe age 8 or 9 in white America, girls are also seen as sexual beings from age 8 or 9 in white America. You know what I mean? So it's like, I didn't even realize I was affected by racism. And I think this is exposing a lot of problems that we have as Black people, that we always try to combat each other. Black women are always wondering, what's wrong with Black men? Why they're so angry, blah, blah, blah. We don't know what's on y'all shoulders because we're not Black men. Black men are wondering why Black women wear weaves so much. But y'all don't understand. We can't go in a job interview with our natural hair showing. They ain't gonna like that shit. We gotta lay it down and shit. We gotta work, and it's not a lot of Black companies out there for us to go to.
It's so many layers to it that, like, sometimes I'm like disheartened by people consistently blaming each other for our lack of, right? Like,
Yeah.
because we don't really lack a lot, to be
But
clearly.
This you gotta look.
But as a group, we
Go
lack.
ahead.
You
Go
hear
ahead.
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
let's just use us, but not us because we think like this, but because we on this thing, right? Like,
Right.
so say Wild think a certain way, and I believe something is a certain way. I shouldn't combat Wild because he don't believe with what I say.
Yep.
As long as our plight is the same plight.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hit Wild fight might be, yo, bro, they got me in the trenches over here, and I can't get to the next level because of this thing keep holding me down. I went to the bank. I done did everything to try to get on for whatever. I mean, my plight might be, yo, I'm over here and I'm trying to, I got a business, but they ain't fucking with me over here, or they, like, whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
We still two black men who are in one way or another who's been victimized by this system. And together we got to stand, regardless of if I might not even agree with what he's saying, or he might not even understand my plight. He might feel like you could, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But together, like, nah, we brothers, bro. Like, I don't care what they saying. You deserve what you want, and I deserve what I want. Let's get it.
Yeah.
You know what? You go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm done.
Oh no, I was gonna say, so when our people are saying y'all stupid for doing this and y'all stupid for doing that, first of all, and I mean this in the nicest way, fuck your comfortability, because that's what this is all coming down to.
Mm-hmm.
This is inconveniencing you because we have been given, this facade has been laid out that we are equal, that we are able to shop, that we are able to do all these things, when really we go into these stores and they fucking watching us because they really don't even want us in there. Man, but they know that our fucking dollar is powerful as shit.
And keeps them open.
100%.
So, we the people who come in here on a daily.
So it's kind of pissing me off, not because, people aren't saying this is ridiculous because da-da-da-da-da-da. These corporations don't give a fuck about us. The people in our neighborhood don't give a fuck about us. Fuck these stores. Fuck you being able to get some shoes. Fuck you being able to do this. I seen the young lady, and yes, I feel sorry that, the kids can't have a proper graduation ceremony. They were going to do a graduation parade.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Fuck your comfortability. Plenty of my aunts, uncles, grands, and great-grands was never able to have a graduation. They weren't even able to go to school or read or do anything like that. Fuck your comfortability.
Let me say something else. I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist because I'm definitely not that, but I feel like I'm an avid thinker.
Come on.
And so I was worried, like, yo, what's really behind this whole COVID-19 and this whole coronavirus thing, right? Mm-hmm. And what's gonna shift the change from it? Like, what's gonna be the thing that people automatically forget about the coronavirus, right? And just like it seemed like as soon as every state went into phase 3, racism became the thing. Like, have you heard anything about the coronavirus since we heard about George Floyd?
Nah.
No, because of this. This is the way. But okay, I just want to break down a couple of little things that we can get into the actual show, right?
Because what's crazy, I don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
These artists we got, they depict everything we're talking about right now unintentionally. Unintentionally.
Look, this the crazy part that when you did.
You see me pointing? I'm sorry, my finger was too close.
Look, when I'm listening to Joey Badass America.
Yeah.
I say, what the fuck?
I can't wait. I can't wait.
I say, what the mother.
Unintentional.
I say it makes one of them COINTELPRO motherfuckers. That's what that is. It makes one of them people. Cause I'm like, how you pull these two artists from two separate coasts, one from the West Coast, one from the East Coast. I'm like, wait. At first, I thought you were trying to do the East Coast West Coast beef shit again, right? I'm like, damn, we gonna be the platform to kick that bullshit off. But then when I started listening, and when the shit started happening, I'm like, oh, this motherfucker did not bullshit. Hold on, but
it was not intentional. But when you hear it, you like, damn.
It was.
But go ahead, make your point, because I know we got to make your point real quick.
So yeah, like when you were talking about how we all against each other, all that to me was with all that, if we go back to what, if you ever heard, whether people want to believe it or not, the Willie Lynch theory, right? When you hear about this theory and you like really read it and then break it down, that's what you see now today. That and it's been instilled in us so much that we don't even realize. That's why you got to make sure we keep bringing this shit up. When people say something, Willie Lynch, hey, what? Willie Lynch? What the fuck you mean? This shit wasn't real, but read it then. If it wasn't real, read it. And why are you doing that? Because, like you just said, my flight might not be your plight at the beginning. Because man might be something personal about my housing or some shit. Yours might be about your business. But guess what? We're both black men that's going through this, or brown men, because my brown people going through it too. Facts. You know what I mean? That's going through this, that's having these problems and stuff like that. So if we can't see on that level of I don't give a fuck if your business is flourishing. Guess what? They're still coming and put their knee on your neck saying this ain't even your business. Get the fuck down.
What Kanye say? Still shit. Even if you drive a Benz, you still a nigga in the coupe. Shit.
Okay, listen. Say that shit.
So when you got that type of stuff going on, that makes me think about it, and that makes me feel more sympathy for my people that's out here that really don't know the truth. You know what I mean? And they got it. They got it that by this media. They got it by social media. They got it by a lot of other bullshit that they believe is real. Don't get me wrong. I'm loving social media right now because it's action. These people you getting the people on the ground floor down there showing you what the news ain't gonna show you.
Facts.
They're gonna show they'll show you some parts, but they're gonna call us animals. They're gonna call us antagonists. They're not showing the real behind. They gonna focus on us. They ain't gonna focus on the real people that's down there, because my people down there with the cameras, right? And the people I'm seeing again don't look like us like that. Like, a lot of us out there.
Listen,
but motherfuckers who doing a lot of terroristic shit, they want to call it. Don't look like us, people. But again, I don't want y'all to think nothing bad about it, man. I want everybody who out here right now, man. If y'all pray up. If you meditate up. Yep. If you got a business plan, get your shit in act. This is what I want to say though. And I'm apologizing because I don't know who did it, and I wasn't a part of it. But I want to apologize to people like Fuck Fame Dave. Pillar, because we are a black-owned company that's going through this. Now, what I did notice that I saw somebody say that, and then maybe this may help. I want to put it out there. They say some people don't know all the black-owned stores around, right? So if you throw up one of them red, black, and green flags up in your window, that might stop them from tearing some shit up. And they want our people. Now, I'm just throwing it out there.
Well, back in the day, and I ain't gonna go too hardcore into it, but I'm gonna say this. Back in the day, it was some establishments that was black owned when the fires and the riots was going on in the city after the Dr. King death. That if you had a certain symbol in your window, they knew not to destroy it because it was protected by the nations.
That's all I got to say.
That's all I got to say.
So that's all. Apologies to those guys who got there because they started out and they represent Chicago. And I hope that what y'all see going on, just understand that people are upset. Some of them who did it might not even be none of our people. Some of them might be your haters. But this is a time. See, that's why I say there's so many aspects behind it, because it could be your hater who don't like you. They're like, damn, this motherfucker doing crazy a bit. Go in there and tear your shit up.
Or kick it off to tear your shit up and then get everybody with them, and then they go tear your shit up, and then
opportunist.
I seen this video. This is the last point I want to make real quick before we get into the Vince Staples versus Joey Badass. I seen this powerful video, and I'm gonna repost it on the Bar for Bar page at the end of the show. But it was a young man who was like 31 years old, and they here in Chicago, right? And he was talking to an older man who was 45 years old, and the dude 45 is ready to tear up the scene. He like, man, we need to send it up. I'm tired of this shit. They consistently fucking us up. They consistently like doing this bullshit to us. And the 31-year-old dude is like, talk to me, because I understand your pain. Talk to me. And so the 45-year-old is explaining his pain to the 31-year-old, right? Right. The 31-year-old is explaining his pain to him, and the 31-year-old tell a 45-year-old, but wait, we can't keep looting and doing all this craziness because this young boy is 16. So he grabbed the young boy who's 16 and pulled him close to them, and he say, "Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I want you to realize something. He 45. I'm 31, you 16. We all out here with the same cause and doing the same thing. But this ain't work. It ain't work for him. It ain't work for me. And it ain't gonna work for you, because we need to figure out how a way for you to protest and speak your voice and do what you want to do, but also have a plan. He said, you and your guys who got this energy, y'all need to sit around and come up with a plan, because the plan didn't work for them and it ain't working for us. So the plan need to be different for y'all, because y'all fearless, right? And he said, whatever plan y'all got, it's gonna affect my son who 5.
Yep.
Seeing that video, I understand that whole shit from the 45-year-old to the 6-year-old. It's dramatically powerful. Y'all got to see it. I'm gonna make sure I find it and subscribe and post it on the Bar for Bar page so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. But it's just a generational breakdown of what black men and black people have endured for 500 plus years, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
God. So
free all my people that's locked down. Free all the freedom fighters.
All of them.
Rest in peace to everybody who lost their life in this. Rest
100%.
in peace to George Floyd.
George Floyd.
You have sparked a lot of shit in our people, man. Let's keep it going. All right. On the Bar for Bar, y'all. Let's
go. So Bar for Bar is a hip hop show. Y'all know that we talk about where we compare artists. And this week, artists, we got Vince Staples representing Compton.
No. Long Beach, cuz.
Long Beach, you're right. My bad.
Long Beach is here. Hold on, cuz. We crippin', but we different. LBC. Hold on.
That's a fact. You're right. Long Beach. He is representing North Long Beach. You 100% right. And Joey Badass, who's representing Brooklyn, New York.
Hey,
so,
what part of Brooklyn he from? Because I know Brooklyn got some couple of parts.
I ain't break it down that far to know exactly what part, and like if he from Bed-Stuy, if he from Flatbush, if he from.
I think he from Flatbush though. I think he from Flatbush, if I ain't mistaken.
Okay. Radio Rahima, we kick it off with you. Vince Staples versus Joey Badass. Bar for Bar, who you got?
Man, I'm gonna say this. This battle was perfect for us to do right now in this climate. Even though we didn't know that this shit was gonna happen. This shit was just perfect.
Oh no!
It makes my beat.
I did not know. I definitely did not know. I was just, being a DJ, thinking about two dope ass MCs that.
Let me tell you something real quick. Wow, they had to throw all his stuff around at the Trapathon to make it seem like he wasn't. Damn! Damn!
Wait, and he was at the spot. Wait, hold on. And he was at the spot up north that time on Lawrence, right? Right, I'm just saying.
But hold on. Wow, how many times have you been with me that we got pulled over?
Numerous times, brother.
And they random. It ain't just because I know nobody. I don't know nobody. They don't like. Maybe it's my Rock Nation hat. Maybe it's because I say stay dangerous and like that kind of
trying to stick you for your paper.
Uh-huh.
So this was to me a very powerful, a very important battle to listen to. I appreciate, and I'm be honest, I prejudge a lot of these artists already.
They the young crew. You wasn't ready for this.
I'll be honest, no, I wasn't ready. I was listening to This Is America this week, and I just started crying. And what sucks is I was eating while I was driving, and so I don't know if y'all ever started just bust out in tears while you was eating, but it's an awkward ass feeling. It's an awkward ass feeling because you no, I was chewing. So it's like you chewing, and it's like. And you try not to let it out, so it's like, it's just an awkward feeling, and it randomly played. And it randomly played, and it's like, and I don't know if anyone else listens to the music to hear the actual music also, because that also contributes to the artists and the artists and the music coming together and making something great, but it's like, when you hear This Is America, you hear that like kind of horror bass in the background.
And that drum beat. You hear that drum beat? Yeah. That drum beat.
It's like a horrifying, So it really touched me. So then when I started, listening to Joey Badass and Vince Staples, I'll be honest. This is very hard. This was very hard for me to pick the two.
I'm a young guy. I'm the young guy.
It was, and you know what? And so shit, I cannot remember the songs because I was so in it.
Wait,
I didn't pick one. No, I didn't.
Okay,
I'm gonna be honest. I can't remember the songs because I was so in it, listening to them that I didn't even think to go back and say, "Oh shit, what song was that?"
Mm-hmm.
But it was just a real powerful song about everything that was going on, the climate, and I was like, "So okay, I picked Joey Badass. So this, this is what's gonna beat Vince Staples out." Well, then I heard an equally powerful song from Vince Staples, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Right? So then it's it started coming down to the growth, because we feel that the growth is important. So with Joey Badass, it was so weird because when I listened to his first joint, his first album, at least the first album that's in my Spotify, he came out sounding polished already. Okay. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
like he's been doing this
1999 and 2012.
Right, like he's been doing this shit for a minute, huh?
He came out polished already. Not only doing it, but like he also, have people behind him to have helped him hone in on his craft. So I was like, damn, I appreciate that. But I also appreciated Vince Staples and his growth. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it's hard to vibe with an artist when they in those beginning stages, and you like, I'm kind of feeling him. I see where he could be going, but there's just something that's just not clicking for me with this artist. But Vince Staples clicked immediately, and he grew. I think in this climate, what did it for me, I picked Joey Badass, is, to me, Vince Staples sounded more, if this is even a genre, more alternative hip hop at first, with the rock and all of that, with the guitars and all of that shit. To me, that just didn't. His content was great. This is bar for bar, so the bars were there, but also his delivery for me wasn't. It didn't. I didn't want to stand up and be like, "Fuck yeah, nigga, Black Power." You know what I mean? Like I wanted to be on some rock shit.
Now, who is that with? Joey Badass?
No, with Vince Staples.
Okay.
So Joey Badass, it all came together for me. It was the bars, it was the beats, it was the delivery, it was all that shit, and I chose Joey Badass.
Okay.
I dig that. I dig your
But let me say, they are both neck and neck. This was neck and neck. This wasn't like a he's better than him or he's better than him. This was neck and neck. And sometimes when you go neck and neck, you got to find that one little thing that'll say, hey, I'm gonna go this way or that way. And to me, the delivery and all of that shit is what won me over for Joey Badass.
Okay.
I dig your critique. Wow.
I like how you broke this one down. I mean, you really listened. I like it. All right. Shout out to everybody who tuned in, rocking out with us, man. Let me get my shout outs real fast. Nisha Rose, Elliot Bay. What's up, cuz? Shock. What's going down? Honey Dip, TMC, Deontay Reed. What's going down? Slick Mick. What's going down? Charlotte, Davina, Corey Ether, Tony Crawford, Brianna, Gino. What's happening, man? Everybody rocking out with us.
Salute y'all, man. We appreciate it.
I appreciate y'all. Now, to get Miss Daisy Boss, that's all the way from down there in Louisiana, the Boot State. Shout out
Shout out to the Boot.
Down south listening in, right? All right. Now, when we start again, I'm glad you picked these two, because I'm gonna be very honest with you. I gotta be honest with my people, right? I've heard both of these rappers.
Mm-hmm.
And I meant to take my time to actually listen to these rappers before, but time got away from me. So when time got away, oops, my bad. So I never sat down and really listened to them. I just happened to see Joey Badass on the show Grownish, like last season, I think it was. So
Mhm.
Talk your shit. Talk your shit.
I was watching it. Also, if y'all ain't been up on the Wu-Tang thing, he's actually on Wu-Tang, the movie, the TV show that RZA got going on right now. It's on Hulu. Check him out. If I'm not mistaken, he either Inspector Deck. I think that's who he playing. But so again, I didn't get into it, but then when I listened,
I'm a fact check for you real quick.
When I listened, I was like, what the fuck? Now, Joey Badass first album, I'm coming in off that 1999. I actually thought he sounded more rock. When when you listen, I felt he sounded more rock.
You're right. He is Inspector Deck. You're right.
All right, brother. Thank you so much. At the sound, but his lyrics to me, I'm like, you know who he reminded? You could tell who he was influenced by. Let's just say this. He sounded like Wu-Tang, Mobb Deep.
Talk your shit. Talk your shit, son. Talk your shit, son.
Like when I'm saying when he spitting these bars, you like, bro, is you serious? And you gotta go back and look at his age and be like, oh, y'all real with this, right? So I'm hearing that. I'm like, damn, this mob is a beast. Then I go to Vince Staples, and I'm listening to this motherfucker, and I'm like, this what the fuck? I'm gonna tell you this about both of them. Y'all both gained a new fan in both of y'all, first and foremost, because I didn't really sit down and they wasn't my thing to oh, let me go. Because at the same time, let me explain it like this. At the same time they was coming out, our city booming on music.
Yeah.
Boom. So my focus was to stay focused on the city. So I didn't get a chance to really pay attention to them. And I'm glad I didn't at that time, and I'm glad I'm listening now. I'm like, oh, y'all come out speaking the struggle through the door. Y'all come out representing where y'all from through the door. You know what I mean? Like what you got, Vic Staples, he letting me know he cripping. You know what I mean? He from the north. How many people you know represent the north side of Long Beach? Huh? You heard East Siders, the East Siders, all this. But you never heard nobody say North.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
I heard North, but not North of Long Beach. I heard North of Memphis.
North Memphis.
Yeah, you heard other cities. But when he repped it, he let y'all know this is what he came out to do. So you start hearing it. Now, it made it hard for me because bar for bar, they going neck and neck with each other. No bullshit. They going neck and neck with each other. And it was like, damn, how am I going to distinguish these two guys? It was kind of, I ain't going to even lie, it was kind of hard for me at first. But what got me was, and I'm going to be honest with you, when I'm listening to them, I'm listening to their beat selection and all that. And I'm going to say this right now. I have to say this. First of all, the Vince Staples, whoever the fuck was doing his shit, had my speaker going and I turned all the bass off. This shit was still beating the shit out of my speaker. So whoever did your shit, they had the drums all the way up. Right? So I'm listening. And I'm gonna say, like I said, I'm gonna say this right now. One thing about Joey Badass, it reminds me of what people say about Nas. Nas get the credit for being a lyricist like a motherfucker, but he wasn't good at his beat selection. And that's what I felt with Joey Badass.
What?
Yes. Some of his shit was but see, that's because you got an eclectic ear. So you listen to certain shit, I'm listening to the shit and I'm like, to me that beat, he cat off on it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, if he had a harder beat, I think the motherfucker would have heard this song a little bit more, right? Now, yeah, I could go down the albums and pull shit out and be like that, yeah. But when we got to America, oh my God, I'm listening to that.
I meant to have a cover because I stole. Shout out to my brother Reef. I stole Reef CD a few years ago. Let me look in here. I might have. No, I ain't got it there.
You stole?
I stole Reef CD some years ago. Reef bro, I got this Joey Badass CD for you. And I'm gonna be 100 with you. I don't mean to cut you off. When he gave it to me, I'm like, Joy, I don't really know. Like I fuck with Joy, but I don't know. And then I heard America. Go ahead.
All American Badass, and he went in. Good Morning America, For My People, Temptation, Land of the Free. Like, if he wasn't woke, and if you listen to him and your ass didn't wake up, something wrong with you. Like, something was wrong with you, man. Like, he had a song, Why You Don't Love Me, Miss America.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen. Talk your shit, bro. I'm DJ. Talk your shit.
And it brings everything to the forefront of what's happening right now. Growth wise, I'm gonna say this much for Joey Badass, because a lot of people don't pay attention to. Joey Badass is an independent artist. He just got a little backing. He don't have like no major backing.
Yeah.
Like that. Vince Staples got signed on to Def Jam, and I see why. You listen to him, every beat that he jump on, his beats are sick out west. Like, I don't know if that's because they come from, you know what it is? I just thought about it. Joey Badass sound more boom bap. The boom bap rap type shit, that's what he sound like to me. When you hear some of that, yes. Some of
I can see that.
And then Vince come from that, what they going to call it, the G-Funk era. The
G-Funk, hyphy.
All that, and he jump on the beach and he fit in that. Oh God,
look, talking my language. Let's go. Let's go.
So, in all of it all, I'm gonna have to say it like this. It came down to my personal preference then, because Bar for Body, they neck and neck to me. I took Vince Staples on this one though, because I don't know. I don't know if it's because I love West Coast music the most from when I was a shorty. Because like now I'm an East Coast nigga. I love East Coast music. Like listening to the guys and listening.
And he got a joint. Joey Badass got a joint with your boy Westside Gun where they talking that talk. I just want to point that out because I know you was gonna go there.
So it's like listening to that shit, but then you hear Vince Staples. Really, to me, his I can't say he had too many real big major features like that.
If you don't consider Kendrick Lamar major,
I mean Kendrick.
but go ahead, keep talking your talk.
Like if you look at Joey Badass had J. Cole. He had
everybody.
He got a roster. Vince didn't have that. Now don't get me wrong. It was a part of I think 1999 that I didn't know who half these motherfuckers was, but that's his pro era crew that he got.
Yeah,
talk your shit, my guy.
And that's why I'm saying if you listen to him, he sound more rockish to me than anything. But again, and this vote right here,
From the Tomb. Sorry, y'all. From the Tomb is the song that got me. Sorry.
Which album is that off of?
That's on 1999.
Oh,
that's what made me tune in and get lost in his music.
So again, I roll with Vince Staples on this one here. Shout out everybody who tuned in right there with her. I'm gonna tell y'all about my polls in a second once you go ahead and do your thing.
All right, listen. This, I swear to God, this was just me thinking about two super dope artists who I felt like is a complete compare and contrast to each other. But when you start like really listening to them, you really realize like they're exactly what we talked about in Bar for Bar. I want to say that was last week when we started talking about East Coast and West Coast and when we talked about Ice Cube and how the West Coast was depicted as gangster rap, right? But if you really listen to it, you hear how conscious they rap is.
That's all I heard with this here, bro. Like,
right?
Like Cube, like he's student of. Yeah, I'm listening. Like, yeah, Snoop. Like you get and that. Wait, I don't think I heard Snoop on none of his songs. I gotta go back and look and see. But I don't remember Snoop being on none of his.
I can't say. I gotta go back and for sure to tell you. But I will say this: Vince Staples and Joey Badass. I'll be a laugh if I say I've been a super fan from day one, right?
Right.
But I've been a fan enough to know that they both super dope. Indulging in their albums the way that I got a chance to do this week made me super fans of both of them. I won't lie to y'all. Like we talking about let's not talk about the music, right? Let's talk about the two individuals from the interviews that I saw. We talking about two super dope, super smart men, right? Like I'm talking about smart as hell, like to the point smart, like you like what made him think about that? Like you get what I'm saying? Like his brain process is processing differently. Like when you hear and Vince Staples talking about his mama introduced him to a lot of music.
Yeah.
You hear what I'm telling you?
Yeah.
Like in '93 when Snoop came out, he was a kid.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
But he West Coast to his heart.
Yeah.
And you can't take that from him. You can't blame that on him, right? So picking between these two artists, we say this a lot, but I'm gonna be honest. This was the most difficult bar for bar that I ever had to choose from, right?
Okay.
And I'm gonna be 100% transparent on who I took and why I took them. Listening to Vince Staples put me in a place of listening to Vince Staples, Ice Cube, Ren, The Game. Like he embodied Kendrick Lamar. He embodied everybody. Corrupt. Spice One. Like he embodied the whole West Coast. He embodied everything about the West Coast that you want to hear, right? And I said to myself, why this boy don't get his just due? Like because he deserve it. He's a West Coast legend. Even if they don't want to crown him as one, he deserves to be one. Like he deserves to be in that category of when you speak of Kendrick Lamar, when you speak of Schoolboy Q, when you speak of all these guys, he's absolutely that guy. And his sparring partners are those guys. Absol, and then like all of them. Like he go neck for neck, bar for bar with them, and he's 100% West Coast, right? Now, I will be a lie if I tell you a lot of my favorite MCs did not come from Brooklyn. I would be
you're one of your favorites.
A lot of my favorites. Let me be clear.
Here this nigga go. Oh, go ahead.
Let me,
please, sir.
Let me name a few of them. Jay-Z, of course. Big, of course. Fab, of course. Lil Kim, MC Lyte. Like a lot of my favorite MCs come from the planet of Brooklyn. Right?
Light as a rock.
So I'd be a lie if I don't say a lot of my favorite MCs did not come from Brooklyn. Hearing Joey Badass made me say, if I didn't know he came from Brooklyn, I wouldn't know he came from Brooklyn. But I hear Brooklyn in him. Do that make sense? Yeah. Like listening to Joey Badass made me say, oh, he's a student of hip hop. Both of them.
Yeah.
Both of them. Like both of these guys are students of hip hop.
Yeah.
Right? Like he listened to Wu-Tang. He sat back and listened to a Tribe Called Quest. He listened to Nas. He listened to like you hear his influence. You hear all his influence, Busta Rhymes, like you hear these influences in this dude, right? And I'm sitting back like, how the hell am I going to distinguish what separate these two guys? Because bar for bar, they both right? Like they both got the lyrics. I like a lot of their albums and a lot of their songs that I've heard and a lot of the things that they speak about. Like what's going to decide whether or not what's bar for me, right? I'm talking about all the way to the point where I almost couldn't decide like what was going to be the deciding factor.
Oh, come on!
No. I decided who's going to be who I gave it to. Right. But I'm saying like it was like damn, it's so much dope music. It's so much. First of all, Joey Badass said "fuck the police" in damn near every song.
Yes.
Right. Like it's still "fuck the police" and so like thinking about. I want to think of it. Made me start thinking about like their drive class. I want to say for hip hop, right? Okay. So Joey Badass drive class. I want to be as accurate as I could be. I want to say him, A$AP Rocky, Travis Scott. Like a lot of them came out around the same time.
Wasn't he one of the XXL freshmen before?
Yeah. I think all of them came out around the same time, right? Like. That's probably around his draft class. a lot of them got drowned out because of the because drill music was so prominent as it should have been. Shout out to Chicago. I just gotta do that because that's where I'm from and that's what I love, right?
No doubt.
So at the same time, Vince Staples, I don't really remember exactly his draft class, but I want to say he came out with around G Herbo them time, right? I could be wrong, but I want to say him, Herbo, a lot of them hit the scene around the same time. They might have been on the freshman cover too, right?
Right, because I think was he part of G Herbo on them freshman cover?
I believe so.
I'm finna go do some. Go ahead.
I believe so, right? The deciding factor for me, I swear to God, and it's cliche and as fucked up as it is, the deciding factor for me was I love Brooklyn MCs, so I took Joey Badass. Listen, I swear to God, as cliche as it is, and as like I've never, I swear to God, I'm a bar for bar. Y'all know bar for bar. I try not to be biased and I try to find something. I could not find nothing that really like separate the two, right? Like besides the fact that Joey Badass music was super conscious, right? But Vince Staples' music, although all of it wasn't super conscious, I understood his gripe. I understood like his music and what he stands for and stood for, right? Like his music like solidified his region of the world, and they both saying the same thing in a lot of ways, but in a lot of ways they it's like a polar and contrast thing that they both got that made me like really like goddamn. And after listening to the music and thinking about everything that's going on at the same time, it was like this was the perfect bar for this week. Like I couldn't have picked two doper MCs to represent what's going on this week. The deciding factor came in though because I heard a podcast. I swear to God, I heard a podcast between Joey Badass, Styles P, and Vince Staples, and they all talked about hip hop. And I love Styles P.
What?
You hear what I'm telling you?
Come on.
They all talked about hip hop, and I love Styles P because Styles P is like the OG of all OGs, right?
But he ain't one of the cool OGs to them.
Listen to what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
He ain't one of them guys who like, I don't fuck with this nigga because he a turn up artist, or I don't fuck with like he like I endure and I love all of hip hop, not just one specific thing. Like because you sound like me, I fuck with it. Nah, he like I could tell who studies and who don't. And he said it. Both of y'all study. Both of y'all got it. This was like a lot of niggas rapping because they just think it's the cool thing to do. He like they wasn't popular and cool in high school. Yes, you could tell both of them were. Like a lot of them, both of them was probably like the weird kids in school who a lot of people was like, he rap or he do what? He just weird. He ain't, like they probably wasn't fucking with him in a way that they would fuck with the most popular dude in school because the dude might have had like, I don't know, whatever the labels is that these kids wearing these days. But now that they lit, it's like, oh, this is my guy. He went to high school with me. You get what I'm trying to say? Like these.
Hey, I don't want to cut you off because I just had to look up both of the covers for you. All right. Joey Badass cover was 2013. Guess who the fuck he came out with in 2013?
Explain it.
Schoolboy Q.
Yes.
Trinidad James.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Soul.
Yes.
Logic. Action Bronson. Kirk O'Banks. Travis Scott. Dizzy Wright. Angel Hayes. And Chicago's own Chief Keef. Look at that.
My hip hop be like pretty accurate.
Yeah, no, you was on point. Now your boy Vince, he was on 2 years later. He came out. 2015. The cover of that one was. Let me give it to you right now. It was Gold Link.
Okay, I fuck with Gold Link.
K Camp. OG Mako.
Okay.
Sag Glizzy.
Okay.
Kid. Fetty Wap.
Damn.
Dave's Loaf.
Damn.
and Chicago's own Tink.
Damn.
Okay.
So he had a standout class. What the crazy part is when you listen to both of the lists, who do you hear still relevant in any of those lists though? Like, do you? I pay attention, so I'm listening.
Yeah, that's what I was listening for. Like a few. I'm gonna be honest. Joey Badass class, he got more artists that's is as relevant as they were when the class initially dropped. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean?
Absolutely.
Listen, this was the toughest bar for me ever. I fuck with Vince Staples. Like I don't like if I had to say, I rate him 1 and 1A plus. Like it's probably like a 0.5%. And I'm gonna be 100% reason why. You said you weren't fucking with Joey Badass production, but I was. I heard I hear the Static Selector be like it's certain producers like, oh bro, fucked with you and you killed that shit.
I listen.
Like you solidified. Like you solidified.
It's just like how they have to me, and that again, that was just my opinion. Compared to listening to their beats, both beat selection, like it reminded me immediately of how people label Nas like Joe. Nas dope as fuck, but his beats never be on point. Like that's what it reminded me. As soon as I heard it, I'm like, this nigga raw. Like this nigga raw. I'm like that. That beat right there don't have me like nigga.
Hey,
like Vince had beat to have you like.
You don't know what's one of my favorite Vince Staples songs? I just want to have fun. Oh God!
Come on, look.
And see, that's the thing for me. Where the magic happens at for me is in my headphones. Like, and that's the reason why I say the when it came down to the beats and how it worked together. See, I feel the same way about Vince Staples the way you feel about Joey Badass. When I put those headphones on, it's like I'll say Joey Badass bars made love to his music.
Okay.
Vince Staples.
Facts. Yes, that's the yeah. Talk to
Vince Staples, they fought, but not in a bad way. I don't know if that makes sense.
And I'm gonna say that I hear exactly what you're saying, and that could be. And I'm gonna throw this part out here. People don't know about mixing and mashing at that time, because for some,
no. Wait a minute. I'm not saying that to be a bad thing. Yeah. I'm not saying that to be a bad thing. And you know what? It could have been intentional for you to feel how he was feeling.
Yeah. That West Coast is that.
You know what I mean? It's not necessarily a bad thing. So it's. To me, that the making love with the bars and the voice on the music, most of the time that wins me over compared to when if we're going toe to toe, we're putting them up against each other, that will win me over the other. You know what I mean? But if I'm just listening to it, I'm gonna fall in love with both of them.
True that. They both, like I said, they both got a new fan from me. So right now
on the polls.
Right now, Joey Badass beat one in this one.
Mm-hmm. Our man's was Joey Badass.
Your polls was too?
Yep.
Now, so look, I did two of them. You know, I always do two of them. One for Facebook, one for Instagram, right? Instagram, 95% was Vince Staples. I don't know if I got a gang of West Coast niggas on my but like no bullshit. But then when I go to Facebook, because I know I got a lot of hip hoppers over there, Joey Badass won 100% over there. Didn't nobody vote for Vince at all.
Listen, my Instagram show, it was close. It wasn't close. It was like 60. It was 55-45 Joey Badass. But I agree. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Normally, I see a lot of my people voting on the Instagram polls. It was nobody I knew.
Right.
Vote on this Instagram post.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was a lot of people.
Who these people is.
I don't even know how they came across the post, but I salute them and I appreciate everybody who tuned in to Bar for Bar and decided to vote and get in and whatever the case may be. But it was a close. Like this week was very, very, very close. Listen, indulging in the way I indulge in these musics, these artists' music this week. I swear to God, they're gonna be in constant rotation for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, now they're officially in my rotation. I'm like, that's like some shit I go in there when I'm searching for these guys.
Oh God, like
what's it is? You know what I mean? I didn't know Vince had did a song for the movie I had just saw.
Black Panther.
No, not Black Panther.
He on Black Panther. Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking about for Queen and Slim.
Queen and Slim, yes, sir.
Oh
yes,
yeah.
Sir.
I say, nigga,
and when I listen to the song, I say, damn, I remember this song.
Exactly. Look, so I salute everybody who been doing their thing, man. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all stay tuned in with us, man.
What y'all listening to right now? Because we talked about the hip hop.
We did the news already, right? That was the news.
That was the news.
Did you have something else?
You know what? I did just want to report, I'm proud that some celebrities are joining in on a protest, and it's not really them joining in or them broadcasting it. It's other people broadcasting it, so they're not there for the camera and all of that shit. J. Cole, Nick Cannon, obviously, he's always on the front line.
They say Kendrick was out there too.
Kendrick, yeah, and it was some more people that came with Nick Cannon, but I can't remember who. And some people mad at Lil Wayne because he can be coontastic sometimes too.
Some people, I'm gonna say this much. Sometimes I think some of these motherfuckers who is out of touch with this shit should not even be talking on it.
For real.
Some of our people live in such a, especially when they get up to that status, they live in a bubble until they bump head to head with this shit.
Okay, I was just gonna ask what you mean out of touch, because
a lot of times they are out of touch. Like he lives somewhere off in a mountain, probably some fucking way in the mansion.
Yeah.
Until he gets bumped head to head with this shit. But he also had I'm listening to him talk about that story when he went overseas to see the Prince dude, whoever the fuck he was, right?
Mm-hmm.
He went to a show for him, right?
Nah, bro.
It was your Highness,
Your Highness,
on God. Your Highness, right? So look, he said Your Majesty, whatever the fuck.
Your Majesty,
right? Yeah. It's over in the Middle East, right? Now he get confronted because his jewelry weighs too much. His jewelry weighs too much. This is just a story.
Costs too much.
It costs too much. You can't bring that shit over here because we can't.
There's a price for more than $20K. So
we can't insure that shit. You're good. The motherfucker say, I was paid to come over here. Fuck
I'm
y'all.
out. Take me back. I'm going.
He gonna walk and go get back on the plane. To the point, Your Highness or Your Infamous sent the motherfucker.
Your Majesty, no. Your Majesty walked on the plane himself. No, he sent somebody and said, "Cool, no, he good. Let him through." He get there, he gets to his hotel room, and Your Majesty walks in
and apologize. Yeah. Now, I'm gonna just end the story right there. That's just that part. Later on, he got some other shit. Us as regular black people, once we make it over there with that much jewelry, we're not even being confronted like that. You know what they're gonna do to us? They're gonna put us in cuffs and start investigating.
Facts.
So by that being out of touch with that type of reality, unless he blatantly done some shit where they could come in, I don't think people like that should be speaking on this shit.
Okay, wait. I don't want to sound like a Wayne defender. I don't.
Right.
But I want to play devil's advocate real quick.
Come on.
I don't want to say Wayne is that out of touch because Wayne did a bit in Rikers Island and all that. So
but that could have look, bro. Let me tell you this. That came from, if you listen to that story, they say when they walked up over, they were looking for him anyway. That was just Target.
I ain't disagreeing with.
This is a part, but that's just that little part. But he didn't in the story. Also, he repeated. Before he got there, he had another show. And at that other show, he was screaming because he got into it with the police. Fuck the police. And had them saying that shit on there. So he becomes a target. They don't really know who this nigga is. They just heard his name. Because he said when they come over there, they looking at all of them, describe him. He said he hit him on the walkie-talkie, tell him it's a black guy with dreads. He said, well, shit, officer, sir, they all black.
Okay, black and got dreads, yeah.
His name is Lil Wayne. They looking like, which one of you motherfuckers is Lil Wayne? To the point he said, I'm Lil Wayne. So again, he really doesn't go through the shit that we will go through.
I 100% understand that because truthfully, like, let's be clear. Let me be very transparent about something. I've never been in handcuffs for something that I've done. I've never been down to the station and arrested. I've never been in jail. I can't speak on that because I don't know that life, right? I have no idea, right? But I will say this, like this code of blue shit, I can't honor it because my whole life the police have treated me in a fucked up manner, bro. Like. Yeah. I remember walking to the corner store with my little brothers who at the time was 7 and 8 years old, and I'm 15. They little. Like anybody who know my family know my brothers is not nowhere near tall as me. Like I'm the tallest, and I'm barely 6 feet. Barely. I'm gonna say I'm truly 5'11" and a half, but I'm gonna say 6 feet. Look at China. Look at Radio Raheem looking like he ain't 6 feet.
Shut up.
So my brothers is shorter than me, right? So we'll walk into the store, and y'all know how the police do in the hood. They hit the curb. Blue.
Yeah. Jump dead on that bitch.
Like, and we walk in, I'm talking about cut us off on the curb. Blue. Everybody in the car. What? Get on the car. I'm looking at them like they kids. They make all us face down on the car, searching us, talking about we heard somebody was throwing rocks. Bro, we walk into the store. Like, look at them. They 7. They with their big brother. We just got to go to the store for my mama. Like, they wanted to come with me. Like, you got to chill. Like,
yeah.
I can go on numerous stories on the police while you've even been with me on like this is a fact. This is my last story before we get up out of here. I'm gonna say this. Wow was with me and we did a Facebook live post about it and we laughed it off, but it was not a funny manner. We was coming from a meeting. Shout out to DJ Sluggo. Shout out to damn, what's her name? I'm sorry, I can't remember.
The one who do the challenge, right? The DJ.
Yep. I've been drinking this tequila, so I Ashonda. Shout out to Ashonda.
Right.
Ashonda, that's my homie. I'm sorry. I've been drinking this tequila, so for a moment I lost my train of thought. But we was coming from a meeting and we was discussing some things that we was trying to do outside of the DJ battle. When on our way back to my house to drop Wild off to his car, we get pulled over. I see the state trooper behind us. I'm like, damn, that's the state trooper. He like kind of close. But we finna get off the E-way because we close, right? And he pulled us over on the shoulder, right? And when I'm lying, tell me to stop. Wow. He pulled us over on the shoulder. He get out the car. He walk up to the car, say, hey, get off the shoulder. So for both of our safety, get up to the curb and pull over. Cool. I pull up to the curb.
It's raining and shit.
It's raining and everything. He pull up to the car. He get out the car and he say, hey, so do you know I pulled you over? I said, officer, I have no clue. He said, because your license plate light is not illuminating.
True that.
I said, excuse me? He said, your license plate light is not illuminating, so I pulled you over. I said, officer, I didn't know I even had a license plate light. He said, license and registration, please. I said, sure. Can I reach in my pocket and give you my license and blah, blah, blah. I did the whole shit. He like, yeah. I give him my license. Cool. He said, wow. He ain't say wow, but he said, hey, can I get your
I'm not saying how long he ain't know my name.
He ain't know his name. He ain't know his name. But he speak to wow. I'm gonna say it like this. He speak to wow. He say, can I have your license or ID? And wow, like, okay, I don't have a problem with showing you my information, but my question is, why you need mine if you pulling him over and I ain't driving? He said, because I want to make sure you ain't a murderer. And I say, damn, a murderer? Like,
not
say, why not say, hey, because I want to make sure you ain't got a warrant or you ain't did nothing illegal. You said because he ain't a murderer. I'm like, damn. He walked to his car. He run our names. Of course, we come back clean. He give us the shit. We laugh at that point, like talking shit, and he give us the shit like, here y'all go. You guys are okay. Y'all have a good night. No, we can't have a good night. Like, you just put us over. Like,
they said I was a murderer, bro.
They said my boy is like. Why would you think he's a possible murderer? Like, what makes him look like a murderer?
It's the glasses, kid.
That's what I think, because we both was wearing our glasses on.
It's the glasses, kid. They said we had somebody in the trunk.
You know what's crazy? In a real quick story before we get up out of here, I had this little warrant back in Peoria, Illinois, but it was because shut up. But it was because I skipped. I had moved out of Peoria and I couldn't get back for court. Shut up. I couldn't get back for court. It was on some apartment shit. You know, I left an apartment or whatever, so it wasn't nothing crazy or anything like that. So the warrant followed me everywhere I went.
Oh God.
Nah. So the warrant followed me everywhere I went in Illinois. So of course, the police ain't never got behind me this fucking much as when I had a fucking warrant. So of course, when I got a warrant, I'm getting pulled over left and fucking right. The crazy thing is, every time I got pulled over by a white officer, they took me in. Peoria wasn't coming to pick me up for $300. Like, you know what I mean?
You
like,
feel me? Yeah.
they finna spend more time.
These motherfuckers dirty.
Like, they finna spend more time paying food and gas and all of that shit than, you know what I mean? So, and keep in mind, when I got pulled over by the black officers, I told them what it was for. They let me go. Right? So one of the white officers, he say, do you have a record or anything I need to know about? No, I don't get in trouble. I just have this warrant situation from Peoria. Well, if you are in trouble, you need to tell me. Otherwise, I can't help you if I can't help you if you're lying to me and blah blah blah. Okay. Well, I'm not in trouble and I haven't done anything. I just have a warrant situation in Peoria. This motherfucker, he just knew I did something. He was about to fingerprint me and get my ass booked so that they can ship me off to wherever they ship the women off to in the city to go to jail.
He was gonna try to send you to Dixon.
They probably gonna send her to 51st first.
Oh,
so the woman's home.
Right before
not because I know personally. I'm sorry, not because I know personally.
This nigga said Dixon. Hold on. You went to the joint. My man went straight to the joint.
I'm a DJ. Sorry.
You got a pen pal? Oh, let me be quiet. My bad.
I got a wife. What's wrong with this guy?
So right before they was finna fingerprint me, Peoria called and said, "Yeah, we're not coming to get her. You can release her." Boom. So once Peoria called and said, "We're not coming to get her," they gotta let me go. Ain't no more holding. Ain't no none of that shit. Right. But it just really fucked me up that the whole ride, and this is when we stayed on, we stayed right off of 69th and Damon. Okay. From 69th and Damon to 63rd and Racine, he questioned me and tried to pin me into a corner mentally so that I would be scared enough to go, yeah, I did this, or I know somebody that did that, because the entire time he questioned me on what I probably would have done. You know what I mean? And that shit, by the time I'm finna get arrested, because now I'm pissed off. Bitch, what, did you got me on camera?
Like, I keep telling your ass no. What the fuck you keep asking me for?
Y'all want to see Lil Mikey? Yeah, y'all want to see Lil Mikey because Lil Mikey trying to get in here.
Lil Mikey, what's up, bro?
Come here. He like, Dad, what's up? Come on.
He in this bitch. He like, come on.
He like, Dad, what are you in here doing?
He like, where everybody at? I hear the gang. Where they at though? Mikey!
He about to snatch that mic. He said, "This is my mic now."
Look, they right there.
Mikey!
He like, oh, there
they
go.
He like,
there they go.
That's the gang.
So I got plenty of police stories. I won't share them all.
Definitely, yeah.
Like we'll be on this bitch all night fucking with me. No.
So yeah, what can they find y'all at on social media?
Radio Rahima or Radio Rahima 312 on all social media platforms.
You can find me at Smashcast ENT, Smashcast Radio on Twitter, Instagram. Like the pages over here on Facebook. Wild Bill is the name. Y'all know how we get out. The Dream Team is the gang.
Facts.
Squad gang, ma.
You can find me downtown Luton in about 20 minutes. I'm like,
hold on, get my nephew off the camera, bro. Talking all that.
We laugh.
I'm gonna meet you, but not right here.
Hey, look, he like, Dad, I'm out. What is wrong with you?
Hey, like, I ain't with that. Don't have me on here on that. Look,
hey, Dad, you tripping, Luton? We don't do that. Like, nah. You can find me at everywhere on social media at DJMH, the number 2DA. That's Instagram, Twitter. Like the page on Facebook as well. Check out DJMHTwitter.com. We appreciate all y'all for tuning in to us this week, man. This is just what we do. We talk about hip hop, culture, and more right here on Bop for Bop. We got some new things coming and new things in the make. You want me
back
to
in these streets soon as everything open up. Keep playing with us, Joe.
I think it's open because
no, it's not open, bro. You just heard it's a nationwide curfew. What's open?
They shutting the city down. They shutting regular stores down, shopping, all that stuff.
This shit is a curfew, bro. Ain't shit open right now. It's open. We wouldn't open it. Chicago wouldn't open it till June 3rd anyway. The state might have been open. But
Nah, but they
What
shutting
you
down
doing?
grocery
You
stores
say-
and shit too, nigga.
you
You can't
say
go get no
June
milk.
3rd, nigga. Like,
I'm
not doing it.
gonna say this: free tantrum.
Oh
Nigga,
God.
They gonna have people walking. One motherfucker here, one motherfucker over here, one motherfucker. It'd be 10 of y'all in here at a time getting juke on.
Y'all see this dude behind me? He like, Dad, it's time to go. Like he ready to go outside. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. We out.
We'll follow the
All
page.
right.
Bar for bar.
Y'all see it at the bottom. Subscribe to the Bar for Bar Hip Hop Show on YouTube. We out.
Let's go. I did the right fist this time.